1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how this looks. I swear the end stream button turned red recently. Did the end stream button turn red? It might have done. So anyway, let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening. All right. So basically, I didn't do very well in this game last time, so we're gonna have to do my old friend copying. This time we're gonna be copying. I've got like a lot of one thing that really annoys me about other games is that people just upload. People tend to upload like playthroughs of the whole game with no talking, and often because a lot of YouTubers are basically rubbish, and they've got such poor personalities, they end up actually doing better than the ones with talking, and that should not happen, right? That is something which is gone wrong if that happens, because it means that the YouTubers are very very poor. Um, basically, yeah, and it does happen a lot. It happens a lot, to be honest. It's one of the reasons why. But I'm convinced, though, anyway, that there's something very good about this particular genre of game in general. Not necessarily this game. I don't know. Like this game has been like it's said to be a really easy detective game. First, we're just going to try and get back into where we were before. And I like the idea of this game, right? I think it's cool. Obviously, being British, that's also a good idea. I don't know why I'm finding it too loud. It is a little bit loud, though. Could also be I just literally woken up from sleeping. So that might be why I'm finding it too loud, but probably not. But I struggled with this game a lot not yesterday, but when I last played it, I just couldn't. I mean, I spent about half an hour. I couldn't work out how to change clothes, and then I literally, with this first case, the fate of Black Peter, which is the most basic one, couldn't do it. Right. Let's try. I literally only played this game once, so you sort of go into these sort of like. One of the problems I think I couldn't take the notebook or something.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
You know what? I'm kind of regretting changing the volume back to the lower levels there. But this is like a very important genre, especially like if I want to have, try and get like a more diverse audience, I guess. Because this genre is definitely more like more women will prefer this to men. And unfortunately, the way I am is that probably I'm probably even though I don't really want to be, my interest is probably more similar to that of the average bloke than a woman. So I need to essentially work on doing better in that like area, right? And that's sort of like I examined this map last time. I'm just gonna like try for like 2 minutes to try to solve it. Alright, I couldn't do it basically. We looked at the dude. He's got like some sort of spear going through his chest, and basically I got completely stuck. So I'm not. I don't really. Honestly, I spent a long time on this, so I'm not really convinced I'm going to be able to solve it. So I have my handy friend, the how it's actually done. Okay. Now I know he said he had the lock was forced. There were scratches on the lock. The scratches appeared after the murder, though. And we went in. Yeah, someone drank from the glass. Yeah, Rama Sailor's drink. Yeah, so I've done a lot of this. Did I just not solve the puzzle? I think you have to solve the puzzle. Oh, this was a problem with my spatial awareness. It's super annoying. There's a spatial awareness. Oh, what? Well, this dude was struggling with it as well. This dude struggles for like 5 minutes with it. Uh-oh. Is it really you have to solve this thing? Now I want to try a different video because this guy's going so slowly with it. It's like unbelievable. But it's like, did he actually achieve it? No, he exit. He did. He couldn't do it. That's so funny. He literally couldn't do it either. It is hard though. At least I'm not. At least that gives me a little bit of confidence that it wasn't. Right then, he looks at the knife. Oh, my notebook doesn't look like that. Oh. Okay, this is just something about like I'm not understanding exactly how the. I was wondering, yeah, because I was thinking like, why is that still not? You know what I'm not getting is this stuff is that you actually interact with this stuff, right? He still opens the notebook. How does he do that? No, he opens it.
J.A.
Wait a minute.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it
Oh, I
was
didn't get
dropped into
this.
the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Ah, that's why.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Ah, so that was the last thing to do in that section. How do you... I feel like a lot of games like this is like the standard for how these games work. How do you change the page? Oh, there you go. So ASM, so you may be modding Minecraft 1.7.10. Right, so the evidence we've got is the boots don't match the footprints. There's another man here. The outline of the dust of the shells looks like something's been removed. Larger than a book. That was just found. No, okay, it wasn't used, the knife. I really hope we don't have to do that puzzle. To be fair, he did better on the puzzle than I did. She's unhappy. Okay, well, gardener works here. We're looking for a pair of boots that'll match it. And basically, so the victim was a whale hunter who used to whale hunt in Scandinavia. So if you're in Peter, you're probably not too worried about this guy. Okay. Doesn't really... You know what? Let me just see. Maybe... What's this now? Ooh. You know, I didn't really need to cheat that much. It was literally just open the notebook. That was all I didn't really work out how to do. What is this? I don't want to cheat, to be honest. That was just like, I didn't know how to open the notebook. I probably could have... It's just like, I don't know. I probably would have... I could have figured that out, to be honest. So it was... like a harpoon. What is this? I'm supposed to link two of these together, but none of these seem related in any way. I feel like there's something wrong with the no gardener thing, right? Wait. Let's go no gardener. I don't know. How are you supposed to know this? Let's try these two. No? Okay, I failed already. Oh my god. This is Oh, I'm sure that one was right. I don't want to cheat on every single bit on this, but it's super annoying. I guess we're not going to cheat on it. I'm going to try one more time. Pin to the wall. Let's do non-smoker with notebook. What does this mean? I didn't even read that.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Alright, let's organise the ambush. I'm not going to cheat. Just like, if I have to absolutely... Alright, let's start. Bro. Let's go.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight.
I did
They
take
will be
that,
better
actually.
prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
So just
Mr. Holmes,
does it go tonight now, or what?
we need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Sounds like a good idea. I went round the other this. Let's go here. What about here?
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
It does. All the problem was I couldn't open the notebook. But to be honest, I should have realised that there was more. There were two things on the notebook. So you know what? I'm not actually gonna. For now, we're not. I'm gonna really try not to. That's gonna be the one thing I cheat on. I think maybe I could have just been more frustrated that day than... Sometimes it's literally, it's just that is the problem. But yeah, I definitely want to get into this a bit more.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
And then yeah.
Mr. Holmes, come and see what we've caught in our net.
Alright, I will have a look. It looks good though. What's that? Oh, it's the stars. I was like, what?
Mr. Holmes, where are you?
I'm looking at the stars, dude. Fucking hell.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey.
Yeah.
I assure you I'm
Going down.
innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
This is the
Do
gardener,
you
right?
deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
We can't even question him now. Well, to be honest, I prefer him to be questioned in the daytime. What the hell's going on here? Literally, it's these are nice, nice lamps. You right? That was weird.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help him?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Right. See what we got on the board. £100 reward for a 74-year-old. These look like they're pretty real. Oh, we've got a woman. What's she done? It's hard to tell. You could probably read it. Something on her forehead. Well developed. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to decipher it. It's quite tough to read. I don't know why they couldn't have just made the resolution slightly higher.
Mr. Holmes?
And I guess it's me standing up the stairs. I like the ambient noise. It's kind of like weirdly reassuring, right? What's in here? Got the kettle on. Got some brine here. Oh yeah, this is cool, right? When they would have drawers and they were actually like, you know, Can we examine his belongings? Yeah, let's do that.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Oh, he's got the notepad.
The notebook that we found
Oh,
on
okay.
Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Why he came back a second night, I've got no idea.
These abbreviations mean something. But
Well, we'll
what?
just ask him, right?
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Right.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
That was what was on the front of the notebook. Or was in the, it was somewhere. Oh yeah, what's this? From R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883.
And partner, 1883.
I think you want me to read the whole thing, right?
To my friend, from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Perhaps it does. Want me to do something? Right. Oh, this is interesting. What do you want me to do here then? How do I search the archive? Not like that. I can't actually click on this. I'm not sure. It's just like part of this game is working out what all the little things mean, and I feel like I mean I can't tell, but it could be this is like a significant game in the genre. I definitely think you want me to do something here, though. But what? Why is it not going away? Oh, okay, it did. Maybe that's all I need to do. I mean, it makes no sense that I could just search my archive like without actually going back to the. Oh, you know what it is? Maybe I do need to go back to the house, right? Maybe that's how it works. Do I have to go back to the house to search my archive? That, I think, is probably what it means, right? It means the archive is in his house. Or not. Because I noticed that two of them, this one was like... you know what, let's just go interrogate. I don't want to... Is this the right way?
Locked.
Alright. Okay, let's go through here. What's in here? Okay, they're all there. What about the other way? Get in here. There's something a little sleep there. Right. I think the notebook is more interesting, right?
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know...
It was in the cabin,
I
mate.
thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
That's right.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
What about this ring?
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Uh-oh, what happened there? Man, the problem is there's so many things going on, I don't understand what the hell's going on. I'd be surprised if this guy's the, actually did it.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Yeah, that's what I would have said to him, to be honest. And you just got nothing to say to that. You said, bro. What on earth is going on here? Man, this game is interesting. I can't even read the... We have to... Okay, this is random. What's this? It's got a callus, 2 calluses, short sleeves. I mean, I don't see how that's relevant. It's got an Adam's apple. Really? That's the thing, is it? I mean, this is a bit ridiculous. I don't see the point of this. So there's got loads of build up of earwax. What's this? How are there so many more things? Patch. He's got an expensive jacket on. What's this? What's these elaborate buttons? What on earth? I do wonder what would have happened if I'd solved the actual clue. Yeah, I can't do this. I can't see anything else that there is. The problem is, it's literally just a case of just clicking like bloody everywhere. There's nothing else to click. Scars. Okay. Rings owner, please. Yes. No.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, it's not. Why is...
The ring is mine.
What does this mean?
Never mind. So, Mr. Nelligan,
My
who
word.
is the true owner
This
of the
game
ring?
is so confusing.
The ring is mine.
At least we're getting more chances. Oh, right. So we looked at his stuff. Oh, yeah. I think you should go for the profile. How is that not quite...
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner
You know what?
of the
This
ring?
episode is just going to be as much
The
of a fail as
ring is
last
mine.
time. And people are just... Man, if this is being judged,
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true
I have a
owner
feeling I'm
of
going
the
to be
ring?
fired.
The ring is mine.
The only other thing I can think of is the tobacco pouch, because he didn't smoke, so it must be his, right? Nope.
So, Mr.
The ring is mine.
This I've got no idea why. I wonder, like...
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
I had no
The
idea, to be
jacket
honest.
you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish.
Exactly what I was
You cut
thinking.
your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, you know.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Yeah, great chat there. That would suggest he's guilty, right? Yeah. I mean, surely it's... Oh, I got it first time. Come on. That is how we do it. I don't know what this bit means. Wait. Exactly. What is this? It's like a brain, close-up of brains or something. These are all axons and synapses and stuff. Do we have more? You feel like the gardener wouldn't try to break in, right? The gardener would probably be able to have the key to the shed or whatever it is. That's what I'd think. I think that's enough, though. I don't think you need to do more than one on each sort of pass.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
No, we do need to do more than one. All right. You're Andy. How you doing? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Just playing this game. Right. I think the missing tin box. No. Honestly, I did pretty well with the first one. This one, I just got no idea there. He was armed with his knife. He didn't. Right, it must be these two, right? There you go. Let's see what this is. Right, so he got basically harpooned to the wall, right? But would you need to be like a, I guess probably like a navy sort of type to do it? That I think is. Let's see.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Right. Let's do that. Do you want me to do this first, though, searching for the evidence? What's this here? Right, so he was 19, he's raised in wealth, but then he fell into poverty. Okay. How do I prepare for the harpoon throwing experiment? I think what I need to do... Let me just see if I can go down here. Can I go down in here? Yeah, I think we can. Right, is there something here that we need to find? Why is this in the police station? I mean, that's a bit weird, right? I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. Well. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. Alright, let me... I mean, the fact you can just go down here and just casually... I don't know, I guess it's ambience or whatever. Right. I do... Right, so can we go back now to our... Yeah, okay, we can. Task experiment required. Retrieve the notebook. Yeah, I just want to go back and look in my archive.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
I doubt it. Here we go. Is this? Are you telling me what it is, or do I have to choose which?
That is not the one.
Okay. Oh well, I know which it is. He's probably a politician.
That is not the one
No.
I need.
Well, he's not an architect.
That is not the one I need.
Right. It's probably just by this guy.
That is not the one I... That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
All right. Relax, dude. No. All right. Let's. Okay. I didn't realize there was so bloody many of them. That's an interesting one. Really? How is there anything which is suitable?
That is not... That is... That is not the one I need.
Doesn't look like any of these are right though.
That is not the... That is not... That is... That is... That is not the one I need.
How are any of these correct?
That is... That is
Get
not...
some better books, mate.
That is... That is... That is not the one I... That is... That is... That is... That... That is not the... That... 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 That is not... That... That is... That is... That is... That is not the
So
one.
what we're seeing is that
That is...
it's literally none of
that is
these,
not-
right? There's no way
that
it's these
is-
last ones.
That is not... That is not the one I need.
Rings engraving. What? I mean, uh-oh. There's literally none that will work.
That is not...
I
That
really
is
thought it'd
not
be
the one
this.
I need. Now I begin to understand that young man's story. But I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
How on earth? So basically, by looking at a load of encyclopedias, none of which are in any way relevant, that gives you the understanding to know his story. Okay, somehow we've got this document. So okay, so it was this kid's father with his partner was Dawson. They're in Cornwall, and he disappeared on his yacht departing for Norway. And he basically took all the money from the liquidation of the bank. Okay. You're still saying
My
this.
archive. I can always consult with... My archive.
Let's do it. And this is... It's not actually saying anymore to look in the archive. So I assume that... That makes no sense.
My archive. My archive.
It's not letting me go in
I
either
can
now.
always consult with it, if needed. A map? A spot of whaling, Watson? Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, What is the animal closest to man?
Orangutan.
Morphologically, I mean.
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Okay, I wasn't
Wonderful.
thinking that.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Okay. I wonder if that's a problem. I might be having slight... Okay, let's go to the
I
butcher.
need to take a harpoon with me.
Well, you're not going to get the... Really? They don't have... They're not going to have a live pig at the butcher, are they? Oh my god. This is such a stupid game sometimes. What do you want me to do here? I mean, really, that is what needs to be done. That seems just like ridiculous. Where have they got that from, right? Well. Let me just... I don't know, we might... what did I do? Let's just remove this comment. I don't really like it. We'll just remove it. It's not like I said too much. Getting a little bit stuck again. I'd like to...
A map of...
Let's just walk out the door. I'd like to go to here.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Where do I get that from? It's weird how this doesn't take you through. You have to click through to get to the next section.
Mr. Holmes?
Let me see if they can tell me where to get a harpoon.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
It's not clear how you get the harpoon though. Where do you get the harpoon then? I might have to cheat this bit. I've got no idea where to get the harpoon. I wouldn't have a clue where to get it, right? Because we can't even go here.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Alright, I've got no idea. Let me just check this one. This is going to be hard to find in a bloody 10-hour video. Second it. It's unfortunate that I'm playing against someone who's so... Ah! I didn't read the dialogue, that's why. One of the harpoons on the wall of his cabin should do... This is a problem that I've got, I guess. It's I'm not reading the dialogue properly. What's through here? Is that even possible? Right. Why I need to take the harpoon to the butchers, I've got no idea. A lot of this stuff is like ridiculous. Like stupid. We're just going to take the one out of it. Out of this. No, he said the one on the wall I could use, right?
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Alright, let's go. Let's roll. Let's go down Whitechapel. I do like the fact it's London, right? What is up, bro? Not sure about this. Need to... I don't have, where's health and safety? The health and safety know about this, dude. What the... Look at the state of this place. I mean, I don't know why you got this... You may as well just leave it the hardwood flooring. For the amount of... For your poor hygiene standards, to be completely honest with you. This is Watson.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well
Is
practiced
this real?
in
Is
this
this really what
exercise.
happens in Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
I don't think even at this time this is like a very stupid thing to do. It literally makes no sense.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
I mean, what does this prove? You could have pushed it through afterwards.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw
Oh,
as
God.
hard as you can.
Give me a second there.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Is that even a carcass? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. This is actually an interesting picture. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so this is, I don't think you're really supposed to do much here. Where do we go now? Probably back to the, I mean, I don't see there's any point going back to the Baker Street, right? Alright. So what was the point of that? That you can throw a harpoon through a pig? Right, so it basically was just to get the... So there's obviously something wrong here, right? So it could be two suspects, right? Oh, you have to choose which one. That is the one I would think would be correct, right? It's kind of weird. I don't know if like, you go for something and then... There's nothing else here though, right? It's... But what do you expect me to do next? I think maybe I need to go back. Don't know. I'm getting a bit of slowdown. This is my computer's overheating for some reason. I don't know. I might just leave it for today.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
I need to get to another save point. You know what? Maybe we'll have to keep on going. Is there like any more here? Doesn't look like it, right? It looks like I've basically done everything here. Let's go. The only other thing I could think of was going back to him, like with the harpoon information. The other dude, Nelligan.
Locked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've done this. Is there really nothing else to do here?
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
I guess there is nothing.
I have heard the story
Oh, here we
of
go.
Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
That's right.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Where's that? Examine the ship's logs. And you're not going to tell me anymore, right?
What am I doing here?
No. Is this like the game then? Now I need to go back. You just need to constantly go back and forth between different things. I guess that is the game, right? Is that in my encyclopedias? So either it's one of the two, isn't it? I feel like the ship's log. Why would that be in my encyclopedias? It'd probably be in his cabin. Are they on the shelf? No. There it is.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special.
And now, da-da-da.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway.
That's the who did it.
CPR,
It's Canadian's
a
fault.
torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere.
Yeah, it's
very
always
recently.
Canadians.
There are
They're
three
the
ways
problem.
of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first two of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
There we go. Task for Wiggins. Who's that? Find the crew. Okay. The problem is I'm wondering how much of this is actually saved or not. I feel like it should be saved.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
That dialogue makes no sense.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
I feel like this should be saved at this point. It's not telling me when the save point is, though. I really don't want to lose the save. I don't know. I may like just not play the game again, but we'll see, right?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always. What happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Oh yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
I think we're just going to quit because I've got no idea where the last save point is. And if we lose, like, because it could be an hour before the next save point, for all I know. I just want to see where this puts us back. And this is going to decide whether I actually ever play this game again. Because I don't want to be playing for like hours and then just to get a save. So look. No, that's fine. That is fine. All right, so we may play this game again. It is a good game. I actually made a lot more progress today. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's end the stream first before we're doing this.